the 3 things I learned from the Skills and Scale Mastermind dinner. I'm going to tell you what I learned, but I got to tell you how mind-blowing and surreal it was for me, because that's something I was like, man, this will take me like 3 years from now. I'll be doing this stuff and having dinner with my mentors and being able to ask them questions and being surrounded by like-minded people who are like, you know what, I'm willing to invest in myself and take my business to the next level, take my skill set to the next level. And it was just, I don't know why, I just thought that would be a lot longer down the road, but it actually came way sooner than I expected. It's just amazing. But I want to tell you the 3 things that I learned from the Skills and Scale Mastermind with Jason Capital, White House recognized entrepreneur, did 29 million, did 40 million by the age of 29. And then Sharran Srivatsaa. Sharran Srivatsaa took TELUS, his real estate company, from 0 to $3.4 billion in 5 years. So being able to have dinner with them and actually like connect with them and speak with them was amazing in itself overall. And I just wanted to share the 3 biggest lessons that I got from that whole experience, because I paid a good amount of money to be a part of that dinner, be a part of the mastermind, and I just wanted to give you my 3 best lessons from that. I literally took a bunch of notes. I showed up to the dinner and I felt a little quirky because I was like, it's a mastermind dinner. I know we're going to talk about business. So I brought a legal pad and a freaking pen, and I showed up and I was the only one who had a pen and notebook. And I was like, oh shit. So what happened was I actually paid off in the end. That's how I kind of like started talking with Jason and like speaking to Sharran, and then people were like, oh, I love how you're writing, like send me those notes. So I've compiled all the notes, I put in a document, and I gave it to the mastermind, and some people weren't able to go there. So it's actually worked out for the best, because for the people who are able to go there because of travel reasons, like some are in Australia, different continents, but this is an international mastermind, holy shit. But yeah, so it was great to have the notes and actually share that with people who were able to go over there, who were freaking deep and down under. But yeah, so I'm going to tell you the 3 lessons that I had learned from this Skills and Scale Mastermind dinner. Each of these lessons come from different people. All of them are high-level performers who are crushing their business and just amazing people overall. I felt like the dumbest person in the room, and I genuinely was excited about that. So I'm going to tell you my 3 biggest lessons that I learned from that. So the first one was prioritizing sleep. This one I just had to ask Jason on this one, because we were talking about Robert Greene. Like, me and him connected over Robert Greene, and I was like, oh yeah, and I just got like Brendon Bouchard's book, like 6 High Performance Habits, and I had to ask this guy, I had to ask Jason this question of, hey man, look, there's some days where like I am so loaded and I want to finish the project, but I know I need to get sleep. Like, should I prioritize like getting the job done, like not going into sleep until the job is done, like having that mindset? Or should I just get sleep, because I know how important sleep is to me? Like right now, like this quarter 4, sleep, like getting my sleeping schedule like the right time, like that's a huge priority for me, because I know how beneficial how much better I'm going to be overall in the long run. So the reason I asked him, I was like, I want to see what someone at his level was doing, because he's someone who I want to be like in the future, if not better. But he's someone who I look up to. That's why I'm in his mastermind. He's one of my mentors. So being able to ask him this question was huge for me. And his answer was very simple, and it really was to get sleep. And he's like, you need to get the sleep. The sleep is super important. If you are having this problem, there's something in the chain above, like before that's happening. So you need to prioritize your sleep. So it's fantastic to get that advice of like getting that, like it kind of served as like permission of not feeling guilty, of like, man, like I can actually like get the right amount of sleep. It's weird. If you feel the same way, there's your permission. Like, that's it. There you go. The other one was Instagram stories. I already knew Instagram stories were super important, and this was a conversation with Sharran. And I just knew that Instagram stories are underutilized, so I take full advantage of that. But Sharran said something to me that really made me like, you know what, like go even deeper into the rabbit hole of Instagram stories. And he said, Instagram stories lead to mastery. And the mastery is of your skills, okay? So the skills that you need to master are going to happen through Instagram. And for me, like the 3 high income skills I want to master is copy, closing, and speaking. So that's why I'm doing all these videos. I'm terrified to be on camera. I'm terrified to speak in front of people, but I know in the end it's going to pay off in the down the road. Dividends in return. I know that for sure. But the one thing that Sean was talking about is how it develops your skills is when you're doing these videos, you need to create hooks. You need to be able to create storytelling. There's so many different components to it. And he was talking about Instagram gives you 24 hours every single day to literally work on your craft. And if you mess up, oh well, nothing's going to happen. It's going to disappear in the next 24 hours. And you know what? You get to stand up again and try working on your skills, work on your craft. And that for me was huge because my life goal is mastery. I want to pursue mastery of myself and mastery over skills. That is a huge thing. If you're looking for anything on mastery, read Robert Greene's book, Mastery. Highly recommend. Great read. I'm going to read it again by the end of the year. Phenomenal. Just Robert Greene's phenomenal in the way he is able to get into the person's mind. But read Mastery. If you're looking to master skills or how to get into that whole process of skills, read Mastery. And the third lesson that I learned from the Skills and Scale Mastermind dinner was very simple, and it was flow and deep, flow/deep work. So I really like deep work. I really like flow. If you are unfamiliar with flow or deep work in general, have you ever been in the zone, what athletes call, I was in the zone, I was able to do anything, and you just time and space kind of just get blown in the wind, and you're just so consumed in what you're doing. So that was one of the big things that I've been obsessed with, especially for writing and stuff like that. I like to get in the flow state and get into deep work. Deep work is doing big tasks, and big tasks that can move the needle without distraction. So I feel like those kind of mix in between. But they are fantastic, and I've been working on developing that habit, that skill of focus and getting into flow. And I was just asking hey, how do you get into flow or deep work? And he's it was super simple. Jason Miyagi'd me the crap out of it. And Jason was well, how do you do it, Isaac? He's you already know the answer. How do you do it? And I was okay. And I was just thinking about all the books and everything that I learned, and it was super simple. And it came down to this. It was literally follow a routine to get into flow or deep work whatsoever. Eliminate all distractions. So you want to turn off your phone or put it on airplane mode. Just eliminate all distractions and get that done. The third thing was this one blew my mind on this one, was the music loop. I've heard of this one before, but I didn't realize how powerful it was. I'm still working on it because it's kind of redundant for music. But Jason was talking about how having one song be connected to a project that you're working on. So this song is going to help you get into that flow state. It's going to snap you in like Pavlov's dog. It's when Pavlov, when he's doing the science experiment of clicker, making the sound of and then the dogs will salivate because that would mean food's coming. So when you put on that song, what you're doing is you're flicking your brain into that state of, okay, I know what this project's about. I know what I need to talk about. I know what I need to do and to finish that off. So it helps you eliminate, once you listen to that, it helps you eliminate, put the blinders on and focus on that one project. And the side benefit of all that is going to be this, okay? It's going to be so much better later on. So when you come back to that project, so say if you're working on sales copy, you're making some editing, what you're going to do is you're going to put that same song again. So what happens when you listen to that song again, it's going to pop back into your mind and get you back into that state of what the project was about, what the avatar is about, what everything's going to be about, because there's a whole science behind music in the brain. But long story short, put music on loop on specific projects. That's one of the big things that I've heard, but not biggest things that I've I'm all over the place right now. But overall, those are the 3 big lessons that I learned from Skills and Scale Mastermind Dinner with Sharran Srivatsaa and Jason Capital and other amazing high-level performers. It's just great to be a part of it. Yeah, but those 3 lessons, I'll recap it right here. The 3 lessons were deep work and flow, follow routines, and eliminate all distractions. The other one is Instagram stories lead to mastery. Work on your skills. They give you 24 hours a day to rework on your skills. So if you mess up, you are all good, and presto. And the third one was prioritize sleep. I did that in ascending order and descending order. So whoever you want to watch it, cool beans. But yeah, prioritize your sleep because that pays dividends in the long run. The less sleep you have over a long period of time, the shorter your life. So for me, I'm trying to enjoy my life and not just be work, and not be able to enjoy my whole life. But yeah, that's pretty much it. But hope you have a great day. I wish you all the best and stay tuned for the next video.